Hello all. I chose to do a comparison of the following two evaluation approaches, expertise-oriented versus participant-oriented. I actually chose these two because I felt that they were kind of opposites. One is a very small group of experts looking at the evaluation, whereas the other one, participant, is where groups of actual stakeholders are using it. So they again seemed like kind of opposite approaches or very different approaches to me. Expertise oriented, as I mentioned, is when professional evaluators will actually review the quality and make judgment on that quality using their expertise and the individual's knowledge. Some of the uses are criticism, self-study, accreditation, and blue ribbon panels. And really, the contributions that expertise-oriented evaluation has made to evaluation as a whole is subjective criticism, and it's in the form of a disciplined inquiry. Again, it's a very these are experts that are very structured, doing very structured uh, evaluation. So some of the strengths are that these are applicable to many areas. And since it's just a small group of experts, it's actually very easy to implement. But some of the limitations are reliability, and also since it is just a few people, there can be actual vulnerability to personal bias. So there can also be some lacking supporting documentation. So again, the other one I chose was participant oriented. And so while the first one was a few experts, this is involving many stakeholders in in-depth evaluation. And then some of the distinguishing characteristics are reflecting multiple realities and, of course, the intensive involvement of stakeholders. And participant-oriented also have kind of a greater use of qualitative methods versus some of the other evaluation methods. Uses are smaller evaluations that really focus on use process, organizational learning, trying to figure out what the stakeholders are doing. Some of the contributions to evaluation are kind of emerging evaluation design and really the core, the participant oriented, using the stakeholders to improve use and improve the understanding, and it really brings democracy to evaluation. So the biggest strength is, of course, the emphasis on understanding how stakeholders are actually using or participating in a program. And so having them involved in the evaluation is a great way to, of course, learn what they're doing. So some limitations are that the fact that you need to include multiple stakeholders could have a potentially high labor intensity, and there could be a greater cost. And also, since the stakeholders are involved, you can actually have a stakeholder who possibly has less knowledge on evaluation that's kind of taking a leading role in this evaluation and maybe not doing it correctly. So, but again, to me, the two are kind of opposites again. So small groups, experts versus kind of grassroots, letting the people who are using it actually help and do the evaluation. I could see benefits in both. I could see times where one would be much better than the other. I actually think of the two, I like the participant oriented better just because I kind of like being in a group, working on things and kind of having my voice heard. So thank you guys for watching this, and I hope you enjoyed it and hope you learned a little bit about these two evaluation methods. Thanks.